Hello everyone, it is time for the angry Grizzly Scott to holler at you once again. Today's video is based on things I've been seeing online. I've been hearing people say, regarding the older generation, about how they need to sacrifice for the economy. Basically, the message being, you're old, you need to die. Right? That's basically the message. It's not being said in those exact terms, but basically the message is you're old, you need to die, you need to quit using up our precious resources that we need right now to keep the country running, to keep the economy going. You are being a burden on society. Go and die. That is basically what is being said. And you know what's really annoying about that? First off, it is the most sickening, disgusting, inhumane thing I've ever heard in my life, and there's been a lot of things I've heard in my life which have been sick and inhumane. But this one might just top the list. But the worst part of it is we're talking about the older generation, we're talking about the grandparents and all that, and guess what? They've already sacrificed, they've already done their time. They've done their time, they've went out, they've worked, they've worked 1, 2, 3 jobs to feed their family, paying tax into the economy, keeping the economy going. They have been the workforce, the driving force behind the country. They have went overseas, they put on a uniform, they have fought unwinnable wars. All in the name of freedom, all being told it was a service for their country. It was their duty, their service, their sacrifice. They already sacrificed. Guess what? It's our turn now. It's our turn to sacrifice. Now, I'm 35 years old, so I don't know which generation thing I slip into. But either way, I'm saying it's my generation's turn. It's our generation's turn. It's our time to sacrifice. And what are we sacrificing right now? What is the big sacrifice that a lot of us are making right now? Not going outside, not hanging out with friends, not going to parties, not going to a beach. Is that really the worst thing in the world? Is it so terrible for us to sacrifice like that? I mean, what did the previous generations sacrifice? The previous generations didn't stop going to beaches. They went to beaches. Beaches in Normandy. They went to beaches in Normandy and they fought. They fought hard to keep us free, to keep the country free. Whether it was Britain, America, any country in Europe, they fought, they made sacrifices. Some of them never came home. A lot of them never came home. Vietnam, a closer war. Closer than World War Two. Vietnam, they went overseas. They were drafted. They were put into uniforms. They went overseas. They fought. They fought an unwinnable war. Again, told for freedom. Desert Storm. The War on Terror. All these wars, all this fighting overseas, I would say the older generation, people older than myself, have made sacrifices. They have made sacrifices and they have paid into the economy. They have helped keep the economy going. They have seen some really rough, hard, tough times. And now what are we going to say to them? Well, you know what, you can't work anymore, so you can't pay taxes, you can't help drive this economy forward, so go and die. Stop being a burden to us. You sacrificed for our generation and we're not going to do shit all for you. Is that the way we are? Is that who we are? Because if it is, then you know what? None of us deserve to survive this pandemic. None of us. If that's who we are, if that is who we are at our base core, if we are that inhumane, that sick, that evil, we all deserve to die. The entire planet wiped clean. So I want you, if you watch this entire video, and I know sometimes it may be hard because of my accent and because of the length and the little rants that I go on, I know it may be difficult, but if you have listened to this entire video, I want you to ask yourself just who you are. Who are you? Who are we? Can we do better? I believe we can. Don't disappoint me.